Ugh. Alright. This place. I'm pretty sure Mafi went through that door. Right contrast. In the sharp, nice looking textures and the very blurry cutscenes. I don't know why I'm speaking like this. Pretty sad day. At least emotionally for me. But it is what it is. Wanna see how far we can get? 40 gates. Something in here. I can feel it in the vibrations. Somewhere. But I can't see it. Maybe it just seems to be a decorative ghost. Some sort of. Not a single. Oh. Unakata. I don't know who that is. But I'm assuming that's where we found the old man. I believe that was the old man's name. Be able to see the guy's last name. Guy Yozo. There we go. This is where he perished. Man, those sound effects are really terrible. I hate the UI sounds in this game. Oh my god. What the hell? I can't take pictures. Am I out of film? I am. Boy, do I wish the game said something. We've got medicine, sacred water, get a revive. Alright. Fucking fast ghost. I hate that. With a passion. Who are you guys? They don't look recognizable. They could just be victims. Previous victims of the village. But I could be wrong. Anyway. I think that was it. Let me take a moment. Whatever. I was just checking the audio back on my phone. How it is. It is not May 9th. But it's certainly not AM. Although I don't know what purpose time means here. Other than relatability. You know, the sense of the game tracking actual time. Making you feel like you're actually in there. I guess immersion would be it, but there is some underlying mechanic that I don't know what it is. I don't see whatever would be in here. Coming from this way. Why isn't? Aha. Just stuck in the wall. You know, I quite like actually how when I run, he still thinks well, it's weird control-wise. Because with the change of camera angles, it's not like, I guess, Resident Evil or Tank Controls games where if you're pressing forward, you're still going to go forward regardless of the direction of the camera angle, but here it's different. Once the camera angle changes, like here I'm pressing forward, we'll see. Forward would have been this way, but once the camera angle changes, it changes to this side, this cardinal direction. I hope that makes sense. So when I'm running forward and then I press that, I guess it's a little weird to replicate once I'm actually in here. Oh well. Point being, when I'm running, Miku here automatically turns around because of the direction of the thumbstick that I'm holding. Still don't know how it works technically, but it helps. You know, there's actually a turnaround button to begin with. Been getting a lot of those. I need film, mostly. Chances are he's possessed. Or dead. Either one. Something that looks like a scroll. A Calamity. The year 1837 on the 13th day of the 12th moon. Strangling ritual failed. Caused the Calamity. Malice escaped. 1,347 souls were lost. So they did mess up. And whatever they were sacrificing to escaped. You better not be blind. No, you're just obnoxious. I don't even know whose ghost you are, but you better get out of my face. Not in the mood for this. Really don't like that. I'm glad she can be hit through the wall. So, in any case, I don't think we'll be able to go through just yet, maybe. This is indicative of me backtracking like an idiot. I feel like we've talked about this. I don't hate backtracking. I hate being forced to backtrack over and over and over again. Being blocked by the most useless, mundane shit. But whatever. Metal Gear isn't so bad. The whole series with backtracking. I mean, in 3, you're going through the whole area as is. In 1, I guess it could be annoying, trying to run around and get the key cards, all that. And then in 2, well, the area isn't all that big to begin with. But I guess we're going back. In any case, the Calamity. Just talking about demons and whatnot. Pressure. We have pressure. I believe that was holding L1. Right. I Or if I can only have one at a time. I can only have one at a time. Try that for now. Don't have any specials. Yep. I do that every time. Do I have to hold it? I don't know. Well, the night just started. You don't really miss much. It's me lamenting other things. Where the girl pointed, there's a book that seems to belong to the folklore. Moon Shrine. Small shrine in the atrium of Himuro Mansion is called the Moon Shrine. It enshrines the maidens who were sacrificed in the ritual. Inside the Moon Shrine is an empty well, called the Moon Well. The moonlight shines down to the bottom of the night, on the night of the ritual. The rope shrine maiden is supposed to purify her body with the moonlight at the bottom of the well. The bottom of the well is connected to the basement. Only the maiden uses this path to reach the basement. According to the legend, the first rope maiden was buried in the Moon Shrine. However, no body or documents were found inside. I wonder where the first rope maiden has been enshrined. Oh my god. Hello. Just in time for the ghost hunting. Get the hell out of my face. Little NPC ghosts. Why am I even bothering? Besides points. But yeah. It's been what? 5-10 minutes? Just been theorizing, summarizing what we know so far. What I've seen. What the hell? So of course I could be wrong, but in any case, the Calamity just seems to reinforce what I've probably known or thought about already. Whatever they were doing with the ritual seems to have failed. 1847 or whatever they said. Well, the 47 could have been the old death toll, but in any case, the 1800s. The ritual they were... God. This is so dumb. I can't tell if that's my thumbstick or if that's the game. Okay. Anyway. Ignoring Miku getting stuck on nothing. It seems the ritual failed. Whatever they were trying to appease, I guess, was not appeased. Which, like I said, it well, wrote before. It's typical. Not very common. There's not many stories about, like, old villages and stuff like that. And weird stuff happening. You know what I mean. But when it does happen, when the stories come out, what the hell is that? Not ghost hunting anymore. I hope that's a broken texture, because what the hell? Was this the mist? It even sounds like it. It doesn't sound like a ghost. But yeah, the Calamity Night. Usually with these stories, It's usually horror manga that kind of do this stuff, obviously, but whatever they were trying to appease didn't seem like it was friendly to begin with, or it just happens, I guess. Can't really blame the villagers too much. Again, this is a very tropey thing that happens in rural, like, very religious villages. Nice. I'm just gonna take a picture of it now. But it really just seems like villages being taken advantage of. I gotta look in here, probably, for whatever that is. Can't go anywhere else, anyway. So... these type of stories usually end kind of like that. No need for me to rotate saves, I guess. Actually, I guess I should be. I'll do it next time. In case we get a soft lock again. But, yeah, the way to finish off stories like that is usually, you know, getting the truth out. Getting to the bottom of whatever the hell it is you're trying to appease to begin with. Certainly not friendly. You know, these rituals aren't done just for the sake of sacrificing somebody. That's not how it works. I mean, I could be wrong with this game, but, you know, whatever. Yeah. That wasn't it. Take a look at that again. Oh, there's 2 pillars on the floor, horizontal, facing out. I can't go anywhere else, and that's not at the bottom of the thing. Unless something happened and the ground shook and I can't go back there. But there's only so many places I can look for. There's some pillars in the back bent. But there's 2 standing pillars otherwise. And this is the most likely spot, regardless of anything else. This is literally it. And there's nothing here. So, what? This is spot. That wasn't there before. I guarantee you that. You gotta stand at a specific angle. That's... this isn't even the same exact angle from the picture, so the picture is also taken from a lower angle. I'm gonna have to talk points from the game for that. Anyway, back to the ritual. It would seem to me that the woman in white would either have to be the original sacrifice or the last sacrifice. The last formal sacrifice. Either she is vengeful or she is corrupted, in which case, nobody wins. By whatever malice was being held under the mansion and being kept in check by the rituals. Not for any other reason other than, well, there's nothing else they could do about it. Well, I guess that didn't count. That's depressing. Now, it could be that Kiria is simply the woman in white, however, a more regressed, childlike version. A version of her that's trying to escape the curse itself, from whatever malice is holding her deep within the sacrificial pit, or whatever. That's probably my third option of what the hell is going on. And it is a kind of likely one because it has happened before. Other stories. That's something that we're going to be here forever looking for. I want to assume it's the mask room, but I don't know. Gotta go check that out first. Well, you didn't have to do that to her, but... Abyss. This is actually open now, and you can actually see, you can actually go through the pier at this point. So either whatever evil entity was here, or is still here, was below the lake. Still pretty terrible. Or they're literally just using a word for abyss as like, it's a bottomless lake or whatever, it's dark, you can't see, it's just a name for a location. I guess we'll see, huh? And go to the Buddha room, that might be it. I don't need the masks anymore. Glad. Is there any lootable, in any case? No. If anything happens, I can always run around the entire mansion. I'm pretty sure things respawn every night. Because I did run around last night and I did find stuff. I meant night in the game, of course. The lovely sound effect. Oh, it's monks chanting. There are sacred ropes tied to the pillar on the altar. There are 4 of them together. Maybe they're used for some ritual. Ceremonial rope. Show the maiden no mercy. Cast the rope on her limbs from right arm and then the other. From the right foot, then the other. Yeah, these rituals tend to be a little messed up. You know, you're offering to a demon. I don't suppose there's any other way around it. Something in there, obviously. I believe a little more ornate than that. No, that is it. You know, if you're gonna use angles like that, you might as well just use the actual in-game angle, not some random thing that I can't get. The picture seems to be a little higher or more elevated, so it is a little troublesome. Because it's not the same exact position that I can personally attain. What is that on the sides? What were we opening again? What's picture for? God. Oh, right, the big door. Nothing. Maybe from this camera angle, nothing. Oh, you could move. Yeah, you can. Puzzle with the Buddhas. Missing a right arm. A left hand. I would assume. Yep. Left hand. Left arm. I see. Yeah, I won't knock the game too hard. But this is one of those things where if you don't click on everything around the entire room, I don't think you would probably figure it out too much. Or too fast. Right hand. I gotta suffer these. So do you. Eel carving. Well, ain't that fun? Teleporting ghost. Well, ain't that fun? Teleporting ghost. That teleports fucking fast. Alright, I'm just gonna assume I can't touch it. I'm getting out of here. Never mind. One of these days, Thumbstick's gonna get me killed. I was about to say, this can't be a scripted event. Just a pure bullshit boss battle. Oh, wrong button. There we go. You know, As much as I wouldn't... What is this? Why am I stuck on nothing? This thumbstick can't be that bad. This stick is like... I thought it was bad going down, but I guess... I don't know. In any case. As much as I would go against playing remakes and... You know, most modern gaming. The controls here aren't exactly fun. Or if you can change the speed of the camera. No, you cannot. Now you can press square, but I'm already stuck running. Yeah, I know you can do that, but my thumb is only so big. I gotta escape the camera. I could be playing claw method, actually, now that I think about it. That's not a bad idea. But for a game like this... Holy shit. Are you kidding me? It's like... Can I make more? This can't be a soft lock. It can't be like this. We're kidding, right? Yes, I'm out of film. Well, would have thought. Unless there's a way to make more, it's an actual soft lock. I don't see any items. I've run around this whole place a bunch of times now. Let's see if I click on things. No. Nothing. Well, that's disappointing, to say the least. Alright, let's hope I don't crash. Alright. Got 14 shots. This thing... gonna be the end of me. Pushback might do it. God damn. Yeah, this is dumb. I gotta be real calculative on this. And I can't be quick loading too much. Might crash. Yeah, that's one of the things I was talking about. It's like, I don't mind backtracking, but this is a little... I don't really want to go around the entire mansion again. Because realistically, I've already been through the mansion twice over. The Metal Gear equivalent of you gotta go around the whole base again the 2 areas you've already been to just to get here. Just to get the other 2 key cards. It's a little worse there because you have to go back again each time because there's only 1 card. But whatever. We're here to beat the game, I guess. That's dumb. Alright, I guess. Whatever. Yeah, I think I talked about that in the first 5 minutes, probably. In which, yeah, seems like everything... There's new items every night, which, whatever, fine. It seems a little... boring. Now we gotta backtrack the whole house, just to loot everything again. Oh my god. Great! Whatever. You know, I like the game. I'm just not good at whatever timing is necessary to do this. Like with the blind lady, it's easier just to spam her until she dies. I'm not gonna sit there and get seen, even though she's blind, every fucking time I play. Then you have this thing. Sure, I guess. Why not? Oh, great. What I really wanted was a save spot so I can, you know, get my shots back. But yeah, not very optional. Oh my god. I forgot about that. Or anything? This, yeah. It's already an annoying state of affairs, night, whatever. I really don't want to deal with this. I really don't want to deal with that. Right. They're all gonna teleport now? At the end of the day, it's really just one of those things where you can be enjoying something really, really well, but when you start to get frustrated, you know, the enjoyment kind of dies down. I guess that comes in kind of like when you're playing Dark Souls or something like that. You're having a really bad night, you're dying over and over. I really love the game, but one of those times where you gotta step back and, you know, kind of take a break. That's the thumbstick being slow. That's not very fun. That's something else working against me right now. You know, the zoom ability of the remake would be really nice to have here. Not for that, I just want to look at things closer now that we're talking about stuff. I thought it was something I would have seen in the game, but I guess it was missing from this game. Alright, biggest bullshit ever in my life. Alright. Let's have a ghost that teleports side to side and then immediately teleport at the same exact spot, breaking the whole chain of predictability. That's what I get for looking away. Figured I'd just let him kill me at this point. You know, I did think that last shot actually got him, but you see it did not, so. Great. I couldn't move, thank you. I just don't get the point behind where I'm actually supposed to shoot and when I'm not. I see the blue circle. Doesn't do anything. Or it just goes away after a split second. So there's no point. Would it be input delay? Because there is none. Block now, doesn't open anymore. Now, can we please just have a normal, spooky session? Alright, well, I can go back to that. Hopefully. I really care about whatever is vibrating right now. What's in here? Fine. Sure. Alright, so running around the whole mansion, getting blasted by a ghost again. Oh, great. I guess we're going back to the fireplace. Now, I debated streaming today, but we are. That's that door. That's fine, there's nothing in there anyway. Now, this time we had a bit of an early start. That's cool. That's not cool. I barely walked a fucking inch forward. As cool as she looks, this is not very fun. At the very least, the wall does not give a shit. Useless. I think there was a stone. I can go back and get it. I think it's fine streamed. Not gonna piss me off any less recording it. You're just not gonna see the moments. Which I guess kind of takes away from, I don't know, what's the word? Interactability? Enjoyment? I don't know. I guess some people like that kind of thing. Well, watching that kind of thing. I guess at this point it's just conflicting game design opinions. I can see that the whole point is for me to backtrack and get more items. I guess respawning items in the same exact place, but the idea of the design is to have you run into ghosts. Otherwise, I mean, I guess it would be boring just to run around the whole place again with nothing to do. But for me, that's a waste of resources. I'm not dealing with that. But like you said, I'm glad I can just run away. That would have been impossible to see. Thank you. Alright. I was just clicking randomly for the hell of it. Oh, fuck off. I'm out of here. Alright, rope room. Why is there no door on that? Interesting. We can always go back out anyway. We're gonna go take the long way from here. Maybe go upstairs. Upstairs, save. The hell is that? There's a second floor. Nice. But unless there's like a crowbar or maybe like wood just disappears out of nowhere, that door should be eternally locked. I'll check it out anyway. Miku, open the fucking door faster. Well, I noticed with something like the closet we tried to open. It was open on the first night, but not this night. Or the night before either. Oh, brother. You gotta give me a little explanation on why doors just magically lock again in some Zelda-like puzzle for the third time in the night. Or why there's no more wood boards covering up a certain door. But whatever. It's a game. It doesn't make it any less annoying, in my opinion. Just seems like an excuse to extend playtime. 13, 12, 37, 47. Into a ritual fails Calamity when it happens. Okay, when did it happen? 1837. It's not that heated. I'd be real heated. I really am heated. Fine, month. $12.13, although it's Asian. It's not American, so 13/12 then. There you go. I guess it's changing. Like I said, it doesn't make it any less annoying, in my opinion. But that's just me. I get annoyed by a lot of things in games. Especially old games. And it's got more to do with the playability and the artificial difficulty in some games. Totally useless. For now, at least. I wasted a lot of health getting here. Oh, sure, let me get assaulted every fucking room. I don't have time for this. I don't have the thumbstick to move to the right, okay. I don't have camera film for this. I don't know when the next boss is gonna come through. Are you outside waiting for me to get out? Yep. Oh my god, and they take off so much! I don't even want to go here. I want to go up. Bro, I can't run any faster. What do you want me to do? Please disappear as soon as I go in here. I still think it kind of sucks I can't look at the pictures. I'm actually kind of curious about what their mother took, you know? Why are you like this? Oh, this game's killing me. You know, I think I'd be less annoyed if there wasn't the potential to soft lock yourself, meaning you can't do shit. Honestly, it was a little jarring, I guess, to see the remake having infinite, like, base level uh, photo film, because I guess that's kind of like a standard baseline for most games. It's like, it's not really difficulty at that point, it's just, well, what if I just ran out? Can't really... Be alone! Can't really say it's... Well... What was I gonna say? Can't really say you can just go out and loot it either. I haven't picked up a single film since like 20 minutes ago. I've been trying to get to these stupid safe spots this whole time so I can get more film, but it won't let me. There we go. Oh man. It's only max of 30? Okay. That's why I guess it's one of the main reasons I would look forward to playing the third game. I don't know where I'll play it. I'll be honest with you. But if I gotta buy it, that's fine too. I have the fourth game. And I know there's more. I think. Not really interested in the second game. I already watched you play it. That was pretty enjoyable. For what it was. Oh man. Yeah, I think you'd be playing that. Or are you gonna be doing something else? I did think the Lion King for the SNES was kinda short, but I guess. But I saw 2 parts and I was like, holy shit. Done already. I wish I could beat games that fast. From the year 1990 and below. Fish tank room. What the hell was the fish tank room? Okay, that was that. Never mind. There's no doors here. I don't know why. I guess it's locked now. Whatever. Get me out of here, dude. I don't want to be here in this spot anymore. But you're scared. Can't be that bad. Who's gonna assault me out here? It's you. Okay, you can have that, honestly. Okay, time for a puzzle. We're gonna be here for a while because they have been getting progressively worse as we go. So. Great. You know what I hate more? The puzzle's fine. The fact that I have specific limited moves is what gets me. And I gotta sit here and try out many different paths, play around like an idiot. I think I already did that, I don't know. But yeah. In any case, I'm trying to rationalize this stupid puzzle as I'm thinking of what to say. Yeah, if you're not gonna play the game, then I'll play it. Or yeah, I guess we can both play it. It's that scary. I guess it's worth it. Can't be any worse than the stupid fucking jump scares I've already had. If anything, that was probably the worst of it. Right. Right. See, I could literally just rotate these pieces if I had like a couple more moves or just infinite moves, but I guess not. The puzzle would have been solved anyway. But no, I gotta do it this way. So yeah, we're gonna be here for a while, whatever. If you got something to talk about, even better. I think an 8-foot tall ghost lady. Wouldn't be that bad. Read enough Japanese stories to know how that goes. But that aside, I don't know. Never seen anything about the games other than, I guess, Japanese women running around with a camera. Kind of all I knew about the series. I don't know, I think I'll spin the wheel and play something different. Then after that, just go back to Fatal Frame 3, yeah. Scary or not. don't want to burn out with the same series, same franchises over and over. I guess it's fine sticking to 2 games at a time. What I did last time is brute force every single combination I could. So let's start off at the top left. Not what I wanted. Then here's where it gets kind of stupid. Yeah. I guess I should have been doing that from the beginning, but I kind of was just brute forcing it randomly at first. It's kind of the same concept of if you're stuck in a maze, just hug the right wall. You'll eventually find your way out, even if it takes long. Look, if the game crashes, that's it. I'll stream again later. Oh, great. Yeah, Sanskrit. Oh, I guess. Doesn't look like fucking kanji. Like a random letters. I don't know why I never thought about it. Is there a reason you stick to Super Nintendo games? I can feel the vibration on my controller. That's beautiful. Right. Moonwell inside the moon shrine, hidden with a trick mechanism. The cabinet moves and opens up the entrance to the moonwell when a certain routine has been performed. But I have no idea how this is done. There's only a vague description of the trick device. Acquire the symbols from the 4 rope pullers. Show the Himito family's master seal. This must mean that opening the door requires the symbols carried by 4 priests participating in the ceremony and the Himito family master seal. However, now that the family has ceased to exist, no way of knowing how to acquire either the symbols or the seal. You know, from a design standpoint, I will point out that you still have to waste film taking shots of these things. And film is not infinite. Also, I hope this doesn't mean I have to kill every single blue ghost that I've encountered up until now because they've been in different spots. And I don't think there were 4 of them, I would have remembered. And that's where one of them was. That's where the other one was. Where is that? Okay, this has got to be the outside by the abyss. And the other one was literally right outside this door, I think. Grave looking sight, I think. I have no idea where that is. But it looks like it's outside, so we're gonna go to the shrine. Yeah, we can run to a safe spot. I can probably... Look like bamboo, so it's gonna be somewhere here. If not, bit out of luck. I'm gonna go here anyway just to check it out. I kind of know the spots. They all look like they're outside except for the one that's by the save point, by the Buddha room. That's what I mean by she turns right around and it helps with the camera, but it doesn't help that. Okay. Hello? Anyway. What I can only... Oh my fucking god. No, please. I already do enough running around. I don't want to get hit by some bullshit. Kiria has been acting strangely ever since she met the young guest. I do not suppose she is attracted to him. If she becomes too deeply involved with this world because of him, she may lose her potential as a proper shrine maiden. We will have to do something, and quickly. So... She was said to be sacrificed, fell in love. Something happened. That was bullshit. I know you saw that. Why does that take away as much health as getting hit by the actual ghost? I'm not wasting my big film, by the way. What? I have camera evidence. Live footage. You can see me hitting the shutter button. That's dumb. That was dumb. Okay. Can't even see it. So yeah, we could be here all day, and that's not the way I want it to go. Talking about, the kimono girls, woman, and the white. But yeah, she was a shrine maiden. Sacrificial lamb, basically. The blue bastard that's gonna be coming up here. Not interested in you, so. So either way, either 3 option that I would have gone with anyway of what the hell's going on, I guess seems more valid. So far, I guess I haven't really invalidated any other theory. He didn't even touch me. Really? We're doing this? To be fair, either way, don't think either option is bad. I think all three make for a pretty good, I guess, story and conclusion. You know, I was already well out of range, mind you. Like, there's no way that actually would have touched me. Hello? You know what's funny? My thumbstick was pushing hard the opposite direction. Why is this game gotta be like this right now? But hey, he's not throwing shit at me. Am I supposed to, like, pray? Well, I guess it could be the thumbstick, but it's very selective sometimes, and I think the game controls don't make it any easier. Oh yeah, sure. Somehow, it's not as bad as the blind lady. Any time now, really. I keep saying it, a lot of these shots should be hitting. Give me that soul. I don't know. I would assume they're talking about the Himuro Patriarch. The father. Is who the hell else would we be talking about? Not a priest. We haven't met any. They don't have any names either. We followed the master's orders and hit the guest. I told Kiria to our guest had gone home. We will have to carry the body far away so that Kiria never found out. I felt sorry for the poor man, but what else could I do? The priests must protect the rope shrine maiden at all costs. Alright, let me just assume. So they want a pure maiden to take part in the rope ritual to appease whatever the fuck is... whatever malice is that they're keeping under the abyss. But all of a sudden, a guest came by, and, you know, the usual, like, outsider from the village comes into rural town, whatever. One of the country girls falls in love, whatever. Or something. I mean, either she's a child enamored with an outsider kid, although they did say man, so I'm assuming the girl in the white kimono and the woman in the white kimono are the same exact person. Her manifesting as a girl only makes sense, specifically because that's happened before in media. I'm not wasting a fucking film on that. It's kind of the point, or the storyline of, yeah, I see that. Of, a spirit being trapped or corrupted so much that the only thing left that you're able to, I guess, let out, not really a scream or whimper, but more of a childlike version of yourself, because you're too weak to manifest as any other thing. As I think about where to go. I can only assume she's, well, like we said, Japanese spirits. Not exactly demons and monsters, but actual spirits of people. And even gods, for that matter, like actual gods. Are never really evil or good. See a film? I don't. Unless you meant save point, yeah, probably, okay. I did want to go this way, but I guess that's gonna take me to, Ghost Pound Town, so I'm gonna go this way. Hopefully there's nothing on my way there. And I can save the game. But yeah, she might have just been the final sacrifice. And then taken her away, or taken away whatever she was enamored with, or grossed with. Whoever the man was, I guess. Oh, wow. That's a good example of the mansion changing. I want to see more of that. But yeah, could be they went along with it anyway. Something bad happened. I don't know. Maybe it wasn't done correctly. Never really explained what happened in the Calamity yet, because it's a whole brand new thing. Could be that there is no malice, no nothing, and it's just her. And it's just her being so utterly destroyed mentally. Kind of like The Grudge. More so, I guess, somebody that died so horribly that she decides everybody's got to go down with me, even in death. Or my death in the game. So it could be that. I guess we're gonna narrow it down to two possibilities. Possibility of there being an actual malice and they're not. I like talking about these things. I wasn't just making it up out of nothing. It is a malice thing. I can only assume the souls were sacrificial maidens from before, although that's a little too many. Unless they've been doing this for like over 1,000 years for every year. I think they have. Well, no, it's like every 10 years or so. Something like that. I'm not looking back, I don't care. But it's probably all the people in the village as well that would have gotten taken. I don't know how you would get to like 1,000 people dead, unless the malice that's been living there has been taking lives for whoever knows how many years. But yeah. If there's any time to get assaulted, it's gonna be as soon as I go into the water fish tank. In any case, there really is an evil entity aside from the girl in white. That would mean one thing, and then if there's not, then that would mean it's all on her, and it's a usual case of Japanese ghosts being corrupted even in death, or in death. That can be fixed. The former cannot, and that's a problem. That's why in a lot of Japanese media, they don't just kill ghosts, or demons, I should say. They trap them, they seal them instead. This happens in every isekai, it happens in every other story about demons and monsters in a village. Or whatever. But yeah, like you said, I guess we're almost there, and I don't care to know right now. We will see it. See it. Ah. You thought I was gonna be here forever, huh? You know, to some degree, it's also not that bad. It's kind of like knowing specifically that anywhere outside the US does not use a month first, then day, and then year. I'm assuming a lot of people in the States would have gotten really fucked up over that. Putting aside the fact that it's not a damn clock and it's counterclockwise. I can't see anything. What a filter. Yeah, I kind of do wish to see what happened with the ritual, why it failed. Oh boy, it's one of you. Seriously, it's gotta be like a super split second of time from when I'm allowed to hit the button and actually do damage. It looks like a woman, too. But it's probably just the same priest wearing the same garb. Alright, when it comes to the yellow circle, I'll admit I'm not as good as hitting those because that's a literal split second that I'm not doing. But other than that, and I can't see, so I don't know what they expect me to do. I guess I could have hit him through the wall. We've established that they can be defeated through the wall. So that's good. Are you serious? Go to album mode. Return to title screen. I didn't say this before, but what a corny loading screen. Got that goofy, like, I don't know why it reminds me of Scooby-Doo every time I see it. Contrasted to, like, the actual game environment being actually scary. Yeah, come on. We're not leaving until I open that damn well. Yeah, like Goosebumps. Even though Goosebumps scared the shit out of me quite a few times. That is the biggest rash I've ever seen. Oh, great. Grew ahead as soon as I was about to shoot. I'm losing it. Oh, now he doesn't want to grow ahead. He did it immediately last time when I decided to just take off the camera. Great. I didn't think I had any healing left, so that's why I didn't do anything. Yeah, that's why. Don't die on me yet. We gotta see this Calamity through. Yeah, I think that was fine. Oh, third file. Never mind. I'm pretty good at hiding my own deathsticity. Just can't hear it, or I hold it in. A single interactable, huh? That was that. There's another one. It's gonna be at the damn save room on the other side. I'm gonna go see if there's an item I can gather at the shrine. I believe now that the Master's decision was a poor one. Kidiet has realized that we hit the guess. I would have assumed that. She is depressed and anxious. The day of the ritual is fast approaching. I hope and pray everything goes well. In the event that there is such a thing as an evil entity that they're trying to appease through rituals of, I guess, virgin maidens, which is not uncommon, unfortunately. It would seem something must have gone wrong. She must have done something. Fuck off. I'm just getting this item and I'm getting the hell out. Works for me. Works for me. But if we're strictly talking about there not being an entity, that would mean idiot fell in love with the man outside the village. And eventually, either did not do the ritual correctly or was killed before it was able to be completed. But then we have to talk about the ritual itself. Is it an actual paranormal thing? Which, obviously, I don't know why the fuck I'm making that assumption that it's not. Meaning, I don't know. Everything points back to the idea that there is something hidden beneath the abyss. Otherwise, what's the point of the ritual? That's a thing we still don't know. And probably won't know. Well, glad you're fine. Hopefully it's not too bad. But that being said, I do think this is better than just sitting here quietly, though. I do have a lot of those moments recording because I don't know, I guess, what to talk about. Streaming is different. You gotta just assume there's somebody listening anyway, even if they're not talking. Which I guess helps me specifically, considering I don't talk much. Like, you've ever gone a day or two or more without opening your mouth whatsoever? Doesn't feel great when you eventually start talking out of nowhere. Also, this probably just makes it better. Algorithm-wise, viewership-wise, retention-wise, I guess. You know, anything works. I just want to fucking not be sitting here with nothing but, like, 0 views, you know what I mean? Stupid ass ghost isn't gonna come out because this is a scripted event, so he's out of luck. But then again, I can't say much. Oh wow, it's an instant run. I don't have to hold the thumbstick for it to run. not one to chat anyway, or leave comments or say anything anyway. I think I'll save that. So yeah, I can't be too hard on lurkers, like you say, there's 3 of you. I can't see that right now, but... yeah, I'm still afraid of alt-tabbing. Having a crash on my AMD driver. Which, I don't care if the game crashes, but I do care because it crashes the stream completely, so... but I do try. Get up! Never mind. About to do you like I did the blind lady. Shit. That's all I got. Of course you decide to show your face. That's BS. Come on now. Get stumped on. I'm not much of a talker either, or a conversationalist. But it's different typing. I guess at this point we're not really too much of a stranger either, so it's not that much of an issue. Yeah, get took. Under the ground. That is a face, mind you. That's an alien. It's not like I have a hard time saying the things I do and speaking out loud at this point. So yeah, well, let me read this, actually. The ritual failed. The mansion is filled with malice, and that malice has made the master lose his sanity. Who would have thought this calamity would happen? It is all over now. There is no telling what will happen unless we find a way to close the gate before it opens completely. I guess now we're gonna guess on how to open the damn well. But yeah, at this point I can only assume that there is such a thing as an evil entity, a malice. And they were trying to... at this point, it wouldn't be much of an appeasement, it would be more of a sealing ritual. I don't know what the hell that has to do with sacrificing a maiden, but it's not uncommon. So with that being said, something happened, and they're still not telling us how it failed exactly. I don't know why I'm going this way. But we're going this way. No, we're not. I've already looted what I can. A bit of boss battles. So either... well, yeah, either what went wrong is she was too attached to a man. That made her be impure, I suppose. Whether that's physically or mentally, I don't know. Doesn't matter. Either or works for a ritual, I suppose, of this caliber. But... that would be all I can think of went wrong. I guess the entity didn't want that, or whatever the hell. I guess that's just not how the ritual goes. Doesn't matter. This is what matters. Because how the hell am I supposed to know what order each one is supposed to be in? We could have fought those ghosts in any order, I would assume. The order is... Okay. Also, would it be going from the right or going from the left? There you go. That's wonderful to look at. Not as good as the other pictures we've had, but close enough. Yeah. Anyway. The sealing ritual, or the rope binding ritual, doesn't really... It's just that. I'm gonna look for this, but I mean, it doesn't even matter because I don't know what the order for each one is gonna be. No point. What was I talking about? Thing failed. And thing got out. There. Oh, my eyes. So yeah, under that assumption, the woman in white... I mean, let's think about it for a second. A child's not gonna go crazy over some random guy coming into the village for the first time. There's no other explanation for why there's two girls in white. One being a woman, one being a girl. So I'm just gonna stick to my earlier assumption of them being the same person. Also, what was the fucking point if I could just click on the thing, or the buttons at the very beginning, regardless? I didn't test it, but I guess the game wouldn't let me anyway. Red liquid appears out of the hole in the pedestal, part of the cabinet. Something has been taken out of the middle. But did I do all this for nothing? What are you looking at? He was looking at something this way, and I'm assuming it's behind the wall, like outside. Probably looking at the door to open to the other side. Like I said, you can target ghosts behind walls. I think that's something they didn't really account for or test, because that looks pretty weird, and I was a little weirded out trying to find something that wasn't there. But yeah, it could be a love story, and if not, like I said, there's a second option of what would happen, because maybe there were two different people, which was my initial, I guess, thought on it. Of, yes, obviously the woman is the one that, well, I guess the final sacrifice and something went wrong. And Kiria, the child, is, I guess, her little sister or whoever, trying to save her. Either way, it's still a love story. You know, a guy was still... I don't know if they killed him, if just locked him away or what, but... I'll get the hell out of here. I'm not doing this. I'm saving my film! We're not getting out of this with full health. We will be soft locked by the end of this. No more blood. Which means nothing to me right now. Okay. That wasn't there before. At the very least, I have an idea. Either or works for me. I don't care. They're not bad storytelling anyway. My eyes. My screen. This is where we go into, like, what territory? Because now there's more than one ritual, and what the fuck? Are you serious right now? Alright. In case something stupid happens, because this doesn't seem to be a scripted event. What was that? To be fair, because when we ran into the girl in white, or the woman in white, that was a scripted event, so it does happen. That is so dumb. I am assuming, yeah, this is the girl's father, probably. Who went crazy. I can at least gather that much. What I don't get is why he was assaulting, like... I hit the button, fuck you. Oh, a double combo, great. Can I do that? No, obviously not. You're funny. But what I'm saying... What I'm trying to say now is... I thought it was kind of weird how he was cutting up with ghosts of the priests. And then the very same ghost started attacking me. I guess they were just fighting in the afterlife or whatever, repeating the same bullshit. But obviously it's just a game direction. They were just trying to show you, hey, this ghost is doing this and that, and then cutting it together with the other stuff, so whatever. I'm just yapping at this point, just fill in the point that I'm getting angry. So how did that connect, and the other ones did not? Fuck you, get out of my face. Yeah, there you go, it's tainted. Usually when it comes to these sacrifices of maidens, there's only one reason they would be tainted. And it's not them being, like, educated or some other shit. Alright, we got the Master Seal. Why is the door vibrating? Wait, that's silly. That's really silly. Okay. Some of these images gotta be a bit better, too, by the way. 'Cause I can barely see some of these ghost images. Let's see. Just go around all the way. Try to gather some items at the very beginning. Nice. Watching on your phone? Not that it's a bad thing, I'm just asking. Sometimes I don't even know what I want my voice to sound like. Sometimes it just... I don't know. Comes out weird. Yep, everything goes back to Rope Hall. And the unexplainable, like, GTA San Andreas blue glow that's coming out of nowhere. Well, I guess we have context now. I'm assuming below all this, something. That shit wouldn't be there for no reason. What was I going on about? Well, I saved. I got what I wanted. Damn the items in this room. Well, it's not like I have text-to-speech. You wouldn't hear yourself anyway. I wouldn't want to hear myself anyway. Oh, I guess that's what you were talking about. Shit. Come on! Already been here. Let's just loot upstairs. Next time, I'm just not even gonna go far enough into that room. Maybe it's malice, yeah. Oh, we've been there. Been there. Been there. There's nothing here. But I do have a healing stone. Keep going on tangents. Yeah, it doesn't matter if they're the same girl, if it's two separate ones, whatever. One of them was destined to be sacrificed. Got too close to an outsider. Got tainted. Emotionally, physically, whatever. And then the ritual failed. Whatever they were trying to seal came out. Whatever came out, I guess got to her. Yeah, when I edit, I might have talked about this, but I like to edit at 2 times speed just so I'm not listening to myself too much. I can hear what I'm saying. But I don't watch streams back, for sure. I watch minutes, just to make shorts, but that's it. You know, what the hell is that at the top? But, you know, we could have pushed that. There wasn't any mechanism to it. It wasn't stuck to the wall. Or to the floor, I mean. But that's just, you know, pedantic observations. Holy motion blur. Okay, this is hurting my eyes right now. Holy shit. This is too small of a room. Please don't assault me. I swear. I ain't got time for that. That's the demons, whatever the fuck. Our brother was beyond this. He was the one trying. He knew that she was killed unjustly because of the ritual and because I guess she didn't want to anymore. Female mummy is enshrined in a hollowed rock. But the holy mirror is on a stone in front of the mummy. There's a recess in the stone. Something was removed. A key? My poor eyes. Again, my poor eyes. But yeah. I don't like playing detective too much. But it does make sense when you think about it. You gather all the evidence. I have been reading, thankfully. I can only assume all that shit in the back is probably either Malice or the whatever the hell souls were taken with her when she was killed. Yeah, besides the big old TV next to me, that's like the second monitor where I can, I guess, talk to you and see like the audio levels and all that. It is dark otherwise. But yeah, that'd be it for now, I guess. Final night. Interesting. Well, that's half of the theories thrown out the window and others confirmed. So, I guess tomorrow we can do all the things I promised and Senran Kagura be not busy at all. It is 10:40 p.m. right now. Not exactly scared. I guess I'm glad. Hopefully the boss fights next time won't be terrible. Play 5. Could have been Final Fantasy. Could have had me fooled on that. But yeah. I'll beat this. We can try Sunday. I don't know. And see what comes next, and then Fatal Frame 3. I guess in the meantime, well, I'm not going to play it now, but maybe in the meantime of that, I'll let you play 5. Go. Good old ending screen. So yeah, it was fun. It was obnoxious, but it was fun. That's how a lot of old games kind of go. So that's what happens when quality of life and certain design choices were more prevalent back then. Whatever. It's been great. It has been great just talking, theorizing, fantasizing, conversing about the game. Because it is pretty interesting, and I do like certain Japanese stories like this. Not as much as other things, like romance, but that's a different story. So, anyway, I guess you can finally go to sleep now and see what I'll do. So, till next time, good night this time.